Hello, welcome to another episode of James Plays Nuclear Throne. So it's been a while since I've, and by a while I mean like a day or two, since I've done an episode. Let's do the daily. Due to a couple of other games being on the channel, but don't worry, Nuclear Throne isn't going anywhere. So Robot on the daily. Getting hit on one, not off to a magnanimous start. Is that the correct use of magnanimous? I'm not sure it is, but I'm also not sure if I care, because it sounds right. Magnanimous. Magnanimous. What does magnanimous mean? I'd look this up if I wasn't playing a game right now. Speaking of playing a game, aka this one, I've also been doing some streaming as of late. Which means that soon I will do a proper stream, and I will announce the time and date of that. So if you're at all interested or bored, or want to hear me drone on in the background about something, then tune in. Usually when I do Nuclear Throne episodes, I do a bit of practice or a bit of warm-up, and then hop right in. But when it comes to streaming, it means I'm playing a lot more of it continuously, which means the performance is definitely better. On the stream the other day, that I think a couple people watched, we actually got to quite far into a loop, and had a super, what was that? Super flat cannon, which was way more fun than I ever thought it could be. We had that, and I can't remember what our other weapon was. I think it was an auto crossbow or something. And it was just a ton of fun. We were playing as Crystal, I believe. Crystal or Fish, I can't remember. Anyways, we got really far into a loop, had a lot of fun. So the streams are awesome, and we will go to the jungle, because why not? Alright. I've been considering, when I do episodes that I do the daily on, I've been considering doing a few more practice runs and even showing some of those beforehand. But usually the run that I record, barring a couple unusual circumstances, is the one that I do the best on. Once I start recording, my performance goes up. Because I find, like, let's say I sit down to play some Nuclear Throne, and I play for an hour, and I do 5 runs. You know, not all of those runs are going to be 20 minutes, you know. Oh god, forgot that they did that. The runs at the start are going to be shorter, and I'm going to die sooner than the runs at the end, because the more you play, the more you kind of get into the groove of it. Now that reaches a certain limit, right? That doesn't go on forever. I can't sit here and play 6 hours and I'm the best person ever at Nuclear Thrones. But it works pretty well at getting me sufficiently warmed up into my peak operating capacity for dailies and the like. Yes. Love getting those guys before they wake up. There's something just so satisfying about it. I mean, the extra rads are nice, but... And this slugger is really doing business for us here. As much as a slugger can. Was that the whole floor? Wow. Oh, because they blew themselves up. So what happens here is a red chest spawned in the same tile as a car, and it instantly exploded as soon as the level started, and then killed all those guys. There used to be a bug where you could actually spawn yourself in the same tile as a car, but I'm pretty sure they fixed that. Our mutations aren't fantastic this run. Second stomach is good, and this lightning pistol's a lot better than I give it credit for, I think. So, second stomach and plutonium hunger are good, and once we go to the jungle, we'll get a reroll on that one that I'm pointing at that I can't remember the name of. Okay, this is just hectic as hell. God. I am as amazed as you are at my performance there. I mean, I know I'm good, but... I want to pick up that sledgehammer. So I will pick it up. The problem is that the slugger is not going to be that effective for us, really, going forward. So I should keep another gun, but the lightning pistol isn't really the gun I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do, my strategy, never mind. No more problems. I have the jackhammer. Yeah, I think I will keep the slugger. Just because the range isn't actually that bad. The slugger gets a lot of, you know, a lot of shit. Well, now we're going to take this, obviously. By me, I'm not talking about, like, what people think of it in the meta. But, like, personally, I hardly ever use the slugger. And I think I should more. Like, it's like a rationally, I know I should more. Did we kill the guy? I never know. But deep down, like, whenever I see it, it's just like, oh, it's the slugger. You know? So unless I'm forced to take it like I did in this run, and then I'm like, oh, hey, this isn't so bad. And I keep using it. But that's really the only circumstances that I actually end up taking it. The jackhammer, on the other hand, does not take a lot of convincing for me to pick up. Long arms is an easy choice. And if we can find our jungle, there it is, down at the bottom left. In case you're not sure what I'm referring to, the jungle flower, Last Wish, if you take it before 5-1, this level that we're on, then it makes it so that there's a jungle flower, which we'll see in a second, that spawns that you can feed, essentially giving 4 health to. This thing right here. You can feed it. I've done this in other videos, but I figured I'd explain it. I don't think I have before. Yeah. So you can feed it, and then it'll teleport you to the jungle. And then you also get to re-roll your mutation. Shit. Pardon my French here, but the thing is, you need 4 health in order for it to work. So unless this guy drops a health kit. Alright. That was not intentional, by the way. That run went from bad to me exploding. Alright, we're going to do another one of those. Obviously, it's going to be terrible. That's what I'm saying. I should do more warm-up. And... random, I guess. Hey, we got robot again. So, the problem is that you need 4 health. So by taking that damage in the last run, I disqualified myself from being able to go to the jungle. And really, if you don't have full health, or... Here's the slugger again. Get carbon copy of our last one. So by taking a bunch of damage, I mean, the jungle's really, really hard. You've probably seen it before. It's not an easy level. I mean, in my opinion, it's the hardest secret level. That's for sure. I think I would consider it the hardest pre-loop area. Like, for sure. Like, for sure. Sure, just walk right into that bullet, why don't we? So, and then the whole exploding car thing was another fiasco. Speaking of fiascos, if you're Canadian, you may be aware of I don't even want to call it a scandal, but they're calling it a scandal. In the, well, maybe if you're American, you might have heard of this as well. In the House of Commons, which is our Congress for you Americans. our Prime Minister, the leader of our country, Justin Trudeau, has violently assaulted a young female member of Parliament from an opposing party in plain view of everyone there. At least that's what they're, essentially saying. So he, I think he bumped into her, like with his elbow. Like you see, there's a video of him like walking over. And I'm not quite sure what they were trying to do. He like walked over and grabbed a guy and like pulled him through. Because I think they were waiting to vote on something and they were all standing around. So he's like, yeah, get to your seats. So should the Prime Minister have been pushing people around? And the guy he pulled was not from his party. I think it was the Conservative whip. We should walk into that one too. So should he be, pushing people around? Well, maybe not. But and then his elbow like hit this NDP MP in the chest. So I mean, yeah, I probably shouldn't have, but jeez. Like it's been a really not just a slow news day, but like a slow news month. If this is like the crisis of the century that they're making it out to be. I love this assault rifle. This is really working for me. So, I mean, part of it's the opposition that's just going nuts with this. I know I just said I love the assault rifle, but after that run where I looped with the super flat cannon, I kind of gotta give the regular flat cannon some time of day, So the media is like taking it and is running with it. But, it's a little out of proportion, I think. But hey, if you disagree with me, that's your right. It's a free country. I still like Justin Trudeau. I think the first thing I thought of when I heard someone say, oh yeah, Justin Trudeau manhandled an MP, and I was like, oh, Justin Trudeau can manhandle me anytime he wants. But in a purely heteronormative fashion. I think our Prime Minister is pretty great. I voted for him. Am I supposed to say that? Probably not. You're not supposed to say who you vote for. But, okay, so let's not do that again. What is it with, like, I think the last time on the big dog fight it was crazy too. Get hit by that. Like, the combination of way too many snipers and... Oh, no! Okay, we had strong spirit. Now we're really boned. Okay, got him. Got this. Whew. Okay, that was a bit intense. At least we got some HP. Alright. Let's see what we're going this way. Splinter pistol. Yeah, we gotta take that. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. None of you hit me. Alright. Okay, so at least now we can, like, take a hit. The worst is when you're at 1 HP and you get up to 3 HP and you fully just got HP and you still can't sustain a single hit without dying. Not a great feeling. Not that we're looking to get hit. Like, the ideal situation here is that I go the rest of the game without getting hit. But I think we'll give the energy screwdriver a chance. I think I've only used it once before. But it's essentially, the screwdriver uses the same way of shooting as the jackhammer, only slower. Although the I mean, it's still pretty fast. Also, it's energy, so it does a good bit of damage. Yeah, wow, that's actually... So we're doing okay. We've got our strong spirit back, I say, as we take damage. We still have our strong spirit. And with our, well, with our current mutations, getting health isn't super difficult. Also, we're robots, so eating weapons will give us that. I don't play as robot as often as I think I should. I don't do a lot of things as much or as often as I think I should. Health kit, thank you. I play a lot of fish. I kind of go through characters. Like I'll play a lot of a character for once. What was the last one I was playing? Horror. Horror I've been playing a lot of. Well, I'm getting the bee skin and everything. And he's also an excellent character for looping. I mean, if you think about it, most characters are good for looping. Because if you've gotten to the loop, then must be a pretty good character. It's a weird way of thinking about it, I guess. Okay, I spoke a while back about how this level sets you up to fail, about how the Frozen City kind of sets you up to fail on the following levels. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, see how I just kind of ran in there? Like, I was not being cautious or hiding behind things. I just ran in. And I generally take pretty little damage unless one of these guys really gets the jump on me. I think we're going to take the Heavy Slugger. Although, yeah, no, we can't. Heavy Slugger is too close range of a weapon to also just have the energy screwdriver. Something got in my eye. Pardon me. To only have the energy screwdriver as our other weapon. So even if we have no ammo for this thing, we gotta take it. Because if one of those exploders comes out of nowhere, we can't be waiting till he gets right up in our business to shoot him. Plutonium hunger is good. Someone, the words. Oh, I forgot we're not on. We haven't fought Little Hunter yet. All me talking about the next level. So we could just hit this guy just like a couple of times. Wait for it to get close. Okay, closer. Second. Nope, too many IDP. Oh, hi. Hey, he exploded. Nice, the snow tank exploded and killed Little Hunter. That works for me. We're gonna do that. I think the Heavy Slugger. Oh, come on. Is the one weapon laser what now? Oh, missed that. Laser minigun. I could go on so many tangents. First thing, numbers at the bottom of the loading screen we saw the last 2 times. Someone translated them and they say things. Done. Okay. Heavy Slugger is really good with shotgun shoulders, more so than any other shotgun, I think. Although shotgun shoulders is definitely, it's hardly ever taken, and I think it's quite good. I think we're going to go back, pick up that laser minigun, and recycle the splinter pistol. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Although we're low on shells now. Oh god, no! No! Okay. So that's how that ended. One more try. Give me one more chance here. YV, yeah. We're warmed up now, I swear. We are also still trying to get Frog. Which we will do. That will happen, I guarantee it. And I guarantee a lot of things. But that one especially. Right. You. Robot is definitely one of my weaker characters. And I say that 90% as justification for what you just witnessed. But also, I mean, I actually like don't play with him that much, so I'm not. God, it sounds so weird to say I don't play with him that much. It's a toy. It's weird. Anyways, I don't use him as a character when playing the game Nuclear Throne very much because I don't know. I don't like him as much. I don't know. I don't really have a explanation for that, but that's how it is. So I'm definitely not as good with him. I gotta try to random more because I random a lot on the videos, but beyond that, you know, I usually kind of just play as one character. Right. Hit you. Yeah, it feels like it took a lot to kill him. I was right-clicking. We're gonna keep the plasma gun. Actually, we'll hold on to the golden plasma gun. And see if we can't get Frog unlocked. Although if we keep taking damage like that, we most certainly will not. I'm going forth with the assumption that we will get to YV's mansion. YV's crib. That's why I took Bolt Marrow and Trigger Fingers to weapon mutations, because if you're assuming that you're going to have at one point a really huge choice of weapons to take from all weapon types, like there will probably be a really good weapon for each weapon type, then taking weapon specific mutations. Actually, where's the sewer grate? Because we have a grenade launcher here. Taking weapon specific mutations makes a little more sense. Although we have to survive to get there, and the experience of the previous 2 runs was not indicative of us doing that. However, I am confident that A, you will keep watching long enough to see us get there, and B, that we will actually get there. I mean, I'm really hoping you didn't tune out after the first 2 runs. You're probably sitting there thinking, alright, so the daily didn't go so well. I'll watch one more run. Yeah, nope. I think that's, I think I should edit my videos, maybe. Put the good runs at the front and the bad runs at the back. I mean, continuity would not make much sense, but you know what? Who cares about continuity? Speaking of continuity, and this is an awful segue, it has nothing to do with continuity at all, actually. If you haven't already, I suggest you check out my other videos, my unturned videos, as well as the OpenTTD series. Both of those are pretty short so far, but you're sitting there thinking, is he actually advertising his other videos in a video? Damn right I am. I can do what I want. I'm an adult. That's right, I am an adult. A real boy. A real man. That's what I meant to say. Because I'm an adult. I never second guess myself. That's how I knew he was up to no good. It's just an intuition you get. Alright, and we're out of here. We're gonna need a crown if we want to get that frog pistol thingamajig. But I suppose we can sort that out later. Right, finally a big dog fight that is not ridiculously obscene. Although, okay, worst thing in the game. Worst thing in the game of the week, because there's a new one every week, is snipers on the other side of Big Dog. Of Junkyard Dog, yeah, whatever he's called. They are just the worst, because you can't shoot them, and they keep shooting at you, and they completely mess up your flow of dodging Big Dog's attacks and shooting at him. This actually only works on bullets. Like it says bullets, it only works on the bullet ammo type. I took it before and made that mistake. Boiling veins. We did die from an explosion last time. Take boiling veins. It's kind of like taking out an insurance. Buying insurance. Like you probably won't use it, and you're spending a fair bit to get it. But if it ever comes up that you use it, you will be so thankful. Man, I'm just the, like, you know, giver of sensible advice here. This video, it's buy insurance. Last video, it was like, you know, make sensible decisions when it comes to borrowing money. I'm sure there are other examples that I can't remember right now. Shut up, I'm wise. I'm an adult. Alright. I really like how YV's B-Skid is just him floating. Also, how is the plasma gun now better on these floors? On this floor? Like, I used it before, and I'm like, yeah, no, the plasma gun is not good enough to keep using here. When I was on, like, the sewers. And now it's like, oh yeah, the plasma gun's great. I don't know why we weren't using it. It's good for the big dog fight, because he's not moving. You can just nail him with the thing. But almost any enemy that moves is just like, well, sorry, you can't hit me. And if you're asking if I'm going to take the plasma gun all the way to the throne, the answer is like yes, unless it's not. Basically, like, I plan to, but when have I ever done what I planned to do? Which I think is a pretty reasonable argument. I mean, that applies to most things I say. I say I will do a lot of things, and rarely does that ever actually occur. Like, I think I said I will get Rogue's B-Skid about 100 times before I actually did. And I eventually did, but it was like, alright, this is the one. I get it on this run. And like 10 runs later, it's like, okay, this is the one for real now. And then like 50 runs later. And then finally it's like I'm just playing for fun. It's like, oh wow, I'm Rogue. Oh wow, I got it. That wasn't actually how it happened, by the way. I actually just sat down and played a ton of this game until I got it. Like, too much. I finally got the B-Skid. But at what cost? Alright, so we're gonna kill Lil Hunter with a regular crossbow. If the game could hurry up and give me an auto crossbow, that would be fantastic. Alright, we have, like, no cover here. Like, I'm not even kidding. We have one piece of cover. Got him. Don't explode me. I've died from him doing that before. Like, I killed him when the odds were against me. I think that happened on the stream as well. Like, I straight up just... I was like, yes, I found it. Wait, what? No, why is he so close to me? And I was moving as far away as I could. And you know what? Having boiling veins would have saved me there. Like, if an Allstate insurance or State Farm guy had been like, when you need it, boiling veins is there for you. Those are American insurance companies. We don't really have those here. We have Sun Life, I think. It's a French company. Like French. What? 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 Okay, so remember how I did that whole thing about, like, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah. Okay, laser brain, plasma cannon. This run went from like 0 to 100 real quick. Also, we say 0 to 100 in Canada because in 100 kilometers per hour, I think is pretty close actually to 60 kilometers an hour. But like the speed limit on most major highways is 100 kilometers. And most people do like 120, I think. If there's like no traffic, that's like the accepted, like, how much you speed by. Which sounds like a weird concept, if you think about it. Like, if someone who didn't understand anything about the human race was like, okay, so you set rules, but then you also have rules for how much you break the rules by. And for all of those out there who are like, well, I don't speed. Like, yeah, you're in the minority, buddy. Nice. Now we just need to get a new crossbow, and we're good to go. This plasma cannon is working wonders here. Also, I'm constantly using his double shot. Nice, all those must be. Double shot ability, and thanks to, I never realized how well that synergizes with trigger fingers. Okay, that was a hyper rifle that I may consider taking. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, okay. I think we're just gonna use it here. And that, kids, is why you take Strong Spirit. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry we didn't loop on this one. Next episode we will, I promise, and I plan to. So thank you so much for watching, and tune in next time. Make sure you check out the other videos on my channel.